Hey, this is Cholera bringing you set 3 of Savior vs. Silver, MSL Season 2, November '06 Finals. And the series is tied 1 to 1 here between Silver and Savior. Both are Zerg. And they're both playing outside. And I'm not sure how I'd feel in these chambers outside in November in South Korea. I don't know what the weather is like. And I'm not sure if these chambers are climate controlled. And sometimes you see a lot of pro gamers wearing heavy coats, sometimes women's looking coats, fur coats. And, it's got to be a very different environment playing outside than any of us would play, in front of a huge crowd. So I'm often very surprised that they're managed to play at their best still. And this map is New Peaks of Baekdu. And we have Savior here. No, this is Silver here. The blue Zerg at the 1 o'clock. And we've got Savior here, the green Zerg at the 7 o'clock. And Silver managed to do a very good job in Game 2, surprising considering his performance in Game 1, which I thought was rather mediocre. But Silver going for a 9 pool in Game 2, and Savior went for a 12 hatch, I believe, and Silver managed to do a lot of damage with his early Zerglings to Savior's second hatchery, and he managed to take it down eventually with more Zerglings, and Silver himself went for just a one hatchery Mutalisk build, sort of an all-in build in some ways, although in Zerg versus Zerg it's not as bad as one would think. But after a second hatchery went down, Savior had no way of recovering because Silver got his tech out first. He got his Mutalisks over Savior's base. He managed to take out a lot of drones and then Savior's Mutalisks when they popped. So Savior was forced to concede that match, and we're going to see the momentum shifting a little bit to Silver's favor. Although Savior's still very much in control player, especially back in the day, which is this is sort of the day of Savior here, and we're seeing Silver this time not going for a 9 pool, and then Savior now going for the 9 pool here. Silver's got his he's building an Overlord first. And we're going to see if Savior is going to do to Silver what he did last game to him. He's got his gas out. Looks like it's a very similar build to last game. And a 12 pool from Silver. And I think a 12 pool is a very good counter against a 9 pool like what Savior is doing, because you're going to get your Zerglings about the same time as your opponent's Zerglings arrive at your base if you choose to attack. And you're going to have a better economy. And your gas mining is going to be that far behind. So you're going to have an overall advantage as long as your opponent can't do any damage. And usually he can't. We're going to see whether Silver's going to go for his second hatchery or his gas first. Usually they go for his gas first. And we see Savior probably morphing 6 lings here. And oh, look at that. That's Korean military here. I love how in Korea the military, they're not in Iraq or they're not in Afghanistan. They're playing StarCraft. And that's great for them. I'd rather be playing StarCraft on a pro gaming team than eating MREs in Anbar province. But anyway, Savior with 6 slings out, and he's gonna do some damage here. Let's see how much damage he does. Although of course Silver's slings are about to pop here, and I'm not sure if Savior's gonna do that much damage actually. It will be interesting to see whether Savior decides to give up on this attack and build a second hatchery after he sees what's going on here. Because Silver is going to have a second hatchery already, and looks like Silver. Sorry about that. Looks like Silver's got his lings out, and Savior's not going to be able to get into his base here, even with 8 lings to 6. He's got the ramp advantage, and yeah, it looks like they're tied in lings now. Although Savior's doing a very interesting strategy. He's putting sort of a contain at the bottom of the ramp. And that's going to prevent Silver from attacking because of the shape of Savior's ling formation here. And Silver is now morphing to Lair, and we're going to see. Looks like Savior didn't make a second hatchery, so Silver is going to be ahead if he manages to stave off these early attacks. He's going to be ahead in the number of Mutalisks he can produce. And we're seeing Savior's Overlords over there. And Silver is going to have more lings, of course, because he has more larvae to spare. And probably more drones, significantly more drones, definitely. Because the 9 pool, 1 hatch build, it just isn't that efficient in terms of your economy. You really just want to do some early damage. You want to kill some drones early on. And if you can't, you're just in trouble. And look at that. Silver's got a lot more lings. I think Savior's in a little bit of trouble. And because Savior's Mutalisks aren't going to come out that much before Silver's. It's not going to be like last game. And looks like Silver's going to attack. And it's not like last game where Silver got his Mulus out significantly before Savior because Silver managed to do a lot of damage to the hatchery and to kill a number of drones. And Silver has broken out here. He's going to be attacking Savior's main pretty soon. And Savior's going to have to put down a second colony. And I'm not sure... Oh, okay, so there's... haven't played this map in a long time. Looks like there is only one ramp if you don't take out that mineral block on your second ramp. And I doubt either player is going to do that because it is Zerg versus Zerg. And you really... I mean, expanding, and it would be very difficult. Silver's pushing up a little bit here. And Silver's got enough Lings to break in and do some damage if he wants to. Yeah, he's going to do that. He's going to run around the Sunken. That's what I meant, not to actually kill Sunken. And he's going to go around, and let's see how many drones he can pick off. But Savior's got his Mulix out, which are going to save him here. And it looks like Silver's definitely ahead in this match so far. He's gonna. Let's see if he picks off a drone or not. I think he got a drone there. Yeah, he got at least one drone, two drones, three drones, perhaps 2 or 3 drones there with his Zerglings, and that's gonna put Savior even further behind. He's already behind, and he's not gonna have the larva to match Silver's Mulus production because of the lack of a hatchery. And we got some Scourge coming down from Silver. And again, from what I said in Game 1, I'm not sure if Scourge is such a great idea right now because players Mulus Micro have gotten so good at this point that they're able pretty much to kill Scourge if the Scourge aren't assisted by Mulisks of your own, just through flying back and attacking them and just picking them off one by one. And looks like Silver only has 1 Mulus so far, and he's produced a lot of Scourge. But yeah, Savior's definitely not put much pressure on Silver this game so far, and I expect Silver to come out with more Mulisks soon. And you see what I'm saying? Even with only about 5 maybe Mulisks, Savior's able to take out almost all the Scourge without taking any damage, and he's able to get into Silver's base. And you know, I'm not sure if I like, again, I'm not sure if I like Silver's choice of attack here using Scourge instead of Mulisks. And he's got another 6 Mulisks, but look at that. He's takes 1 down, 2 down, 2 managed to hit, I think, out of 6. And Silver's got more Zerglings out, but it's not going to work here. He's going to have to run the gauntlet here past a lot of Mulisks. And it looks like, again, Silver's going for Scourge, and he's really sacrificing the Muta lead he could have had, the Mulisk lead he could have had if he had decided to morph Mulisk with his gas instead of Scourge. And again, I think he got both of those Scourge, I'm not sure. And Silver really needs some Mulisks to finish off these damaged Mulisks of Saviors, and looks like another hit, but Silver's not building any Mulisks, and this is... and look at that, he's building some Spore Colonies. I mean, obviously he's a pro gamer, but I'm not sure if this is the best choice in how he's playing this game out.